Pearls from History presents the first episode of its series on Islamic history, titled The Middle World. History is not just what happened, it is the story we choose to tell about what happened. And every civilization has its own lens. This story is told through the lens of a people who once shaped a golden era of human history, then watched that light recede. It begins not in Rome, not in China, but in the sands of Arabia, in a forgotten land at the edge of the known world, the Middle World. The Middle World, that's what we might call the lands of Islam, stretching from the western edge of Africa to the borders of China. But in the 6th century CE, this space was not a unified world. It was caught between two ancient giants, the Christian Byzantine Empire in the west and the Zoroastrian Persian Empire in the east. To the south, across harsh deserts and arid plateaus, lay Arabia, not an empire, not even a country. A land of scattered tribes, often warring, fiercely independent, yet deeply connected through poetry, memory, and tradition. Arabia was home to Bedouin tribes, whose identity flowed from bloodlines and ancestral honor. In this tribal world, there were no kings, only chiefs, called sheikhs, chosen by consensus and revered for wisdom. Power was personal, loyalty was to kin, law was oral. And yet this world had its own rich civilization. Its people sang of valor and love in verse. They told stories that passed across generations like sacred relics. At the heart of their culture was the art of qasa'id, the formal ode. Poets were not entertainers. They were historians, diplomats, and moral philosophers. Among the many oases and settlements of Arabia, one stood out, Mecca. Known for its sacred sanctuary, the Kaaba, it attracted pilgrims from all over the region. The Kaaba was believed to house sacred relics of ancient prophets, including Abraham. Over time, however, it became filled with tribal idols. Mecca became both a spiritual center and a commercial hub, linking traders from Yemen, Syria, and even Ethiopia. It was a city built on balance, between the sacred and the secular, the tribal and the mercantile. While Arabia was tribal and fragmented, the northern world was caught in a centuries-long duel. The Byzantines and Sassanid Persians waged war after war, each claiming to be the true inheritor of civilization. But these empires were aging. Their wars drained their treasuries. Their people grew weary. Their faiths grew dogmatic. Into this tired world, the winds of change were about to blow from an unexpected place. The people of Arabia were religious, but without a single creed. They worshipped tribal gods, practiced old Abrahamic customs, and believed in unseen forces called jinn. Yet many sensed a vacuum, a waiting. There were whispers among the mystics and monotheists, called Hanifs, that a prophet would soon arise. This, then, was the world before the beginning, a time when Arabia was off the map of empire, but on the edge of a great awakening. Next time, we'll meet a young man from Mecca, known to his people as Al-Amin, the trustworthy, a man who would step from the margins of history into its very center. His message would shatter idols, unify tribes, and birth a civilization that would challenge empires. Episode 2, Rise of Muhammad. The Trustworthy, inspired and adapted from Destiny Disrupted by Tamim Ansary. It is an original, educational retelling for historical storytelling purposes.